There's a Saturday Night Live skit that I retold to Candace quite a few years ago, which I actually retold her wrong. It was a skit that included Carrie Strug, who had just done her fabulous vault with a mangled leg, and she was supposedly being interviewed on SNL with her brother, whose name I thought was Skippy. It was Kippy. It was hysterical because we got a catchphrase from there where he hurt himself, and supposedly Bella Caroli and his sister Carrie were egging him on. You can do it, Skippy. You can do it. Shake it off, Skippy. Shake it off. So this became kind of a catchphrase for Candace and I during times when either we were having a bad day or we're just feeling especially goofy. When the kids were getting a little bit intense and we felt like stuffing them in the book return, it would be shake it off, Skippy. So Skippy, it's the end of the Library Olympics. It's your final vault, last balance beam dismount, remaining tumbling run. Between us, we've maimed or injured just about every major body part we own. We've entered and re-entered the entire book inventory 3 times. The laminator has been untangled numerous times, all while making disparaging remarks about those doing the tangling. We processed, shelved, repaired, and hunted down hundreds of books, maybe thousands. You've taken the library from the card catalog to the web, film strips to VHS to DVD to online streaming, inventory done by hand to digital scanners, from no computers to dial-up to high-speed computing. You've documented activities all over Viking with your handy camera skills. You've recorded plays, assemblies, sports, and ceremonies. You've been the driving force of the Action Club and a mentor to many, many students. You co-chaired the yearbook committee for years. You've been a force on the social committee for more years than I can remember. Let's not forget your mind-boggling completion of MAP and ISAT testing, which is enough to test the patience of Job. We usually see you flying around the school on one quest or another, a tall, skinny blur. The most important thing I'll remember is that we laughed a lot. We laughed so much that we've doubled over on chairs. We've laid on counters. We've actually fallen on the floor laughing. Sometimes we laughed until we cried. Sometimes we laughed until we almost didn't make it to the bathroom. We got yelled at by the then Spalding School librarian when we were trying to help them with their first scanning inventory, because we were making up book titles and laughing our butts off. She felt we were not being serious enough and we were not making adequate progress with inventory. What did she know? That's how we got stuff done. There has been raucous laughter echoing through the LRC and out into the hallway. We were so bad, but we really had a lot of fun. So, as you take your last approach and tumble in the joys of outside life, outside Viking school, I'm going to give you the Olympic score you deserve. A perfect 10. All right, welcome to the first and last annual Stack Bee. The first word is helpful.
Can you use it in a sentence?
Our librarian is helpful.
H-E-L-P-F-U-L, helpful.
Correct. The next word is dedicated.
Could you please use it in a sentence?
Our librarian is dedicated.
Dedicated. D-E-D-I-C-A-T-E-D. Dedicated.
Correct. The next word is respect.
Could you please use it in a sentence?
Yes. Our librarian demands respect.
Respect. R-E-S-P-E-C-T.
Correct. The next word is action.
Could you please use it in a sentence?
Our librarian takes action with her club.
Action. A-C-T-I-O-N.
Correct. The next word is troops.
Would you please use it in a sentence?
Yes. Our librarian sends valentines to the troops.
Troops. T-R-O-O-P-S.
Correct. The next word is educator.
Would you please use it in a sentence?
Yes. Our librarian is a valued educator.
Educator. E-D-U-C-A-T-O-R.
Correct. The next word is achievement.
Would you please use it in a sentence?
Yes.
Yes, our librarian proctors achievement tests.
Achievement. ACHIEVEMENT.
Correct. The next word is computers.
Could you please use it in a sentence?
Our librarian helps us with the computers.
COMPUTERS.
Correct. The next word is photographer.
Could you please use it in a sentence?
Yes, our librarian is a talented photographer.
Photographer. PHOTOGRAPHER.
Correct. The next word is travel.
Would you please use it in a sentence?
Our librarian likes to travel.
Travel. TRAVEL.
Correct. The next word is fair.
Would you please use it in a sentence?
Our librarian provides us with a book fair.
Fair. FAIR.
Correct. The next word is research.
Could you please use it in a sentence?
Yes, our librarian helps us with research.
Research. RESEARCH.
Correct. And the next word is missed.
Can you please use it in a sentence?
Yes, our librarian will be missed.
Missed. MISSED.
That's correct. You're all winners. And we are all winners for having Miss Stack as our librarian.
Bye.
Love you, Miss Stack.
Thank you.
Thank you for your life.
Candace Stack. Using your name and the acrostic method, we're presenting some fond memories of you. Beginning with C. C stands for can do, a can-do attitude. You have a great work ethic and you get things done. You also get our kids to feel they can do things as well and try to excel.
A stands for always helpful, especially when locating information. Whether it be in the shelves or in cyberspace, you will find it.
N stands for no, which is actually not in your vocabulary. When asked for anything, any help at all, it's always yes. From the social committee that you've been on for umpteen years, helping others, and taking up a cause for any disaster that has occurred. Hurricanes, tsunamis, floods, whatever it was, Candace would always say yes and help people with donations.
D is for determined. No matter what's asked of you, thrown at you at the last minute, you will find a way to get it done.
A stands for always remember. Candace would remember past and help with the present. We had a project that we were working on. She would remember the little nuances of that project and remember how we had done it the year before and how to improve on it. She also is the only person that remembers that I'm Lanny Gutank's mom.
C stands for camera. If anything significant or not was happening at Viking, you would be there with your camera, recording it for posterity.
E stands for expectations. You had high expectations for yourself and very high expectations for your students, especially with their behavior. You would continually remind them of what was expected of them on a daily basis. Also, E is for Earth Day, which you took up every year, and we're wearing green in that honor.
S stands for stood up for what you believed in. If there was an injustice, whether it involved staff or students, you would voice your opinion and try and fix and correct the situation.
T stands for technology and testing. In the technology department, you always made sure that there was proper use going on by the students. We never wasted paper in the LRC. You were the keeper of all the passwords, and you took our library from card catalog and stamping books to high-tech scanning of barcodes and student IDs. You also were the testadium coordinator and the makeup artist.
A stands for always respectful. If there is one thing we could count on, it's after 3 years at Viking, every student here not only knew the meaning of respect, but knew how to spell it.
C is the next letter. And this is in your own words. C stands for cray cray, which to me means loves to have fun, and our Candace was often the life of the party.
And K stands for kick ass, which is what you do. We will miss you, Candace.
Candace, thank you for being my first friend here at Viking School. You always kept me up to date on what was going on around here, like when the next reflection was, and also for welcoming so many of my social work students, especially the quiet, shy ones, into Action Club. You made them feel comfortable enough to dance in front of other people. So I really appreciate all that you have done for our students here at Viking, making them feel cared about, making them feel special, and I'm really gonna miss you here. Bye.
Thank you for all you have
Done for.
Viking students and staff.
Candace will miss you.
Cool. Peace out. See you in the zona. Happy retirement.
We'll miss you, Candace.
Hi, Candace. I'm so sad that you're leaving, and I'm going to miss you so much. You've been such a big part of life here at Viking, and I know it will definitely not be the same without you next year. Thank you so much for everything that you've done, and congratulations on your retirement. Make sure to come back and visit. Bye.
Candace, just want to say thanks for all you've done and wish you the best in retirement. And here's a little acrostic of all your contributions to Viking School that I could think of. R for respect, your motto and a quality which you demonstrated to staff and students. E for you eked out a living as a librarian to share your talents with us at Viking School. S for the staff party organizer and all the work you did to provide those fun opportunities. Go Bears! P for Peru presentations and your sharing your knowledge and experience with the 7th grade. E for exceptional excellence and leading by example, qualities you demonstrated to all of us here. C for cleaning our computers and keyboards with the Action Club. T for testing and all the hours you spent doing that in the library. Shh, quiet in the hallways. Best wishes in your retirement and thanks, and we now know what you're going to be doing.
What are you going to do today, Napoleon?
Whatever I feel like I want to do. Gosh!
Hi, Candace. I just wanted to take this time to say goodbye, my friend. You've been a wonderful colleague, and it has just been a joy over the years working with you. You've made me smile and laugh every day, and I know the kids love coming to the library because of you. I'm going to miss our biography units together, and I wish for you joy and happiness in your future. When I think of you in Sedona doing your wonderful art pieces, it just makes me smile. So think of me every once in a while, and again, I wish for you the best in your future. Love you.
Candace, this is very hard for me to say just the right words, and you've given Viking so much, and you've given me so much in my rough times and in my happy times. I found this sweet little poem that I wanted to read. It just kind of sums everything up. It's called Now That You're Retiring. Now that you're retiring, we can tell you how we feel. Our heartfelt admiration is deeply felt and real. You've been a great role model for teachers and each kid, for you showed us how to be everything you did. We'll miss your fine example. We'll miss the things you gave. Our pleasant memories of you will call and carefully say. We wish for your retirement the best of all your days. May you discover sweet fulfillment in new and rewarding ways. I love you, Candace.
Hey Candace, this isn't goodbye. It's a hello. We'll see each other in Sedona. Don't forget, don't ever leave a shell unturned. And I'm making it short because I will cry.
Hiya Candace, just want to wish you a very fond farewell. You'll be thoroughly missed by everyone here. Thanks a million for everything, all the social committee stuff you did. You know, we loved it. You kept us all together. Love you, keep in touch. See you around. I'd love to do your diddly die die die. I can't even do it and I'm Irish. See you, love you.
Hey Candace, you know we're all gonna miss you. Don't forget, TD's forever. You got it, girl.
Hey girl, hey, it's your replacement here. I just wanted to say that I'm going to miss you so much next year. I'm hoping that with all the time that you have on your hands, you can babysit Vivian and Quincy whenever I need you to. I'm hoping that you'll come in during MAP testing and ISAT testing. You'll be able to answer your phone whenever I call because I'm going to be calling you, girlfriend. And you're going to have so much time on your hands that you can even sub for me if I'm sick or my kids are sick. So really, Candace, retirement's going to be good for you, but it's going to be great for me. Anyway, on a more serious note, you have some really big shoes to fill in the library, and I'm going to do my best to keep the library up and running just as well as you have over so many years. Candace, you are such a positive person. You make me laugh all the time. I'm going to miss you so much. And girl, you cray cray. Love you. And remember,
Really, Candace? Really? Now you're gonna leave me? Thanks a lot. Who needs the library? I do.
Hi, Candace. I needed to write this down because I was afraid, first of all, that I would get really emotional and start to cry during it. And second of all, I wanted this to read like one of your favorite books. So here we go. Candace, my dear girl, you are like a fine book to me, a classic, a bestseller, unique in every way. I'm reminded of a treasured novel given to me during my childhood. Not a short story, but a novel, with all its complexity and emotions moving from chapter to chapter. You became a big part of my life, just as my precious book has. The novel's hardback is tough and protective when it needs to be. The delicate gold-edged pages create an air of class and beauty. These pages have become soft and familiar with time. Tiny pictures stir my imagination, and the knowledge given is easily absorbed. The words in the book offer me an escape from the anxiety and monotony of everyday life, an oasis in the desert, a port in the storm. Within the compelling story, I find personal strength, deep passion, endless enthusiasm, unconditional love, and immense humor. It is a permanent fixture in my world, and I have formed a deep relationship with it. It reaches out to me when needed and grabs my heart. As a favorite, I want to revisit it over and over and over again, forming a lifelong friendship, and I encourage others to visit this wealth of knowledge, which inspires me to dare to dream, dare to hope, dare to believe. So Candace, like my novel, thanks for leaving that lasting impression, for being my oasis in the bad times and offering me comfort and familiarity. Thanks for developing that relationship and extending your wisdom to others, which will help form opinions and change lives forever. Thank you for your passion, enthusiasm, love, and quirky sense of humor. Move on to that next chapter. You know, the portion of the story where you get to stay up late and sleep in, with no timelines, no paperwork, with freedom, adventure, and most of all, great joy. Create those pictures that stir the imagination with camera in hand while traveling to Sedona, to New Orleans, to Texas, and beyond. Please take the time to stop and smell those roses you plant. I will miss the smile that invades my face when watching you beat that silly drum and spying you march around the library with your makeshift flower pointer as a visual effect. Just remember that, like my novel, you are treasured, loved, and we have built a relationship that I want to keep for a lifetime. Love you.
Hi, everybody. Well, as the last day approached, I knew that I wouldn't be able to talk the very last day because I would be too emotional. So thank you, Dane, for taping this because I do want to say a few things. First of all, I appreciate every one of you. And working with the entire school is a privilege. It truly is. And it was a tough decision because of that for me to decide to retire. So I wasn't sure this year, and I put it out to the universe to give me answers, if you will, on why I should retire, if I should retire, and of course, you know, when I would retire. So one of the first answers that came to me was in Alexia class, Alexia during Power Up. And one of the students was working on putting prefixes and root words together. And he put, the first word was uproar, and then the second word he put together was, I think, disagree. And then I said, so what's the next word? And he said, retire. Yes, he did. He said retire. So I just looked up and went, thank you, Jesus. And that was one of the answers that I received from the universe. But it's really funny because I'm not very religious, but I'm pretty spiritual. And Jesus Christ, that word has followed me throughout Viking and Chicago as a teacher. So I just wanted to tell you a couple stories about that. Many of you might know that a couple years ago in Viking, the article from Wikipedia on Jesus Christ would keep printing out to the library multiple times, 30 pages. I would walk in the library and it's printing out again. We never found out who did it. Nobody ever admitted it, and there was no name on it. So that was just kind of suspect. Was there a ghost in the library? And then, let me see my notes here. When I first started teaching in Chicago, I was a gringa. I spoke no Spanish. And so I was taking attendance in a kindergarten class, and the students were really cute, and I said, please say present or here. So the first girl might have been Maria Guerrero, present, and then maybe Jose Sanchez, present. And then the third name, and I didn't speak Spanish, I said Jesus Otero, and the kids all laughed and said, teacher, his name isn't Jesus, it's Jesse. So I soon learned thereafter that I needed to start speaking Spanish, and Jesus is the way to spell it. But the word Jesus continued to follow me in my career because just this year, as I was doing Valentines to the troops, we had sent them off to the USO, and a few of them came in late. So I have it here. This little Valentine, once again, gave me a tip. It says, Dear Hero, Happy Valentine's Day, from none other than Jesus. So I feel that it was full circle when I first started teaching up till this year that messages were flying at me to retire. So I want to just say that the messages came and I'm good with it now, but I wasn't for a while because I'm going to miss you so terribly. So I do have a top 3 because I want to leave you with some humor. Here's my top 3 funny student sayings. You might not think they're funny, but I do. Number 1, one of the students was writing an essay at Viking, and he included Mrs. Tammy Kroc, the assisted principal, our assistant principal at the time. Number 2, wait, let's see what number am I on. Number 2, one of the students who wrote an essay from the ELL classes included something that he ate over that wonderful holiday, July 4th barbecue, and he said it was, you know, Miss Stack, it was that meat that I love so much, it's called a flaming onion. He said, flaming onion? And then I realized he was talking about filet mignon. And number 1. What is number 1? I forgot it. Oh, it has to do with this prop. A long time ago in the library, we used to have a set of drawers called the card catalog. And when I taught in Chicago, the little special ed self-contained class came in, and I said to them, hello, boys and girls, what do we call this set of drawers? And one little boy was raising his hand wildly, and he said, oh, I know, I remember. That's the card catalog. That's my number 1. So to leave you with a metaphor, this Stanley thermos was given to me by my sisters when I first started teaching. It has been by my side constantly. It keeps my coffee warm, and it has rolled out of my car onto the street into traffic. It has rolled downstairs, been rolled over by a bicycle. It is dented, dirty, rusty, and so I really feel that it's a metaphor for teachers because it keeps the center in the right place, it keeps it warm, and as long as we're here for the right reason, we may sometimes be rusty, dented, bumped, dusted a little bit, but we're still here for the right reason, making a difference. How lucky we are. So with that said, peace out. And go get him, Tina.